Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I would just like to introduce the topic of prepositions. To get started, what is a preposition? A preposition is a word that often follows a noun and helps relate the noun to another word in the sentence. Prepositions help describe time, location, direction, and the introduction of an object. So to make it simple, a preposition is almost always a connecting word in a sentence. Also, prepositions help us answer the questions of where, when, and how something happened. So here are a couple examples of the prepositions we use when we want to say where something happened, when something happened, or how something happened. So when we want to say where something happened by using a preposition, the prepositions we may use are probably going to be outside of, above, below, besides, or next to. When we want to say when something happened using a preposition, we might use these: at, in, on, since, or during. If we want to say how something happened using a preposition, we might use these prepositions: for or with. Again, these are not all the prepositions. However, these are just a couple examples of the prepositions we use when we want to say where something happened, when something happened, or how something happened. So now that we've defined prepositions and looked at a couple examples of prepositions, let's look at prepositions being used in example sentences. So the first sentence we have is, the eggs were in the fridge. In is the preposition because it helps us tell us the location of the noun, which is eggs. Secondly, we have, she has been there since 5 o'clock. Since is the preposition because it helps us tell the time in which she, which is the noun, has been there. Next, we have the hat is for wearing at parties. For is a preposition in this sentence because it tells us the purpose of the hat and why we wear it. At is also a preposition in this sentence because it tells us the location in which we wear the hat. We wear the hat at parties. Next, we have my desk is next to the bed. Next to is the preposition because it helps tell us the location of the desk in relation to your bed. Lastly, we have I did my homework before it was due. Before is the preposition because it helps us tell the time in which we did our homework in relation to when it was due. We've defined prepositions, seen some sentences of prepositions, and seen some examples of prepositions. Let's do a little practice. So on the following slides, I'll show a picture and a sentence with a blank on it. In the blank, you're going to fill out the preposition that you feel like best fits the picture to your left. So first here, we have the boy is blank the bed. Remember, you're going to fill the blank out with the preposition that you feel best fits the picture. This one is the boy is under the bed, under being the preposition. As you can clearly see in the picture, the boy is hiding under the bed. This is an example of when we use a preposition to help us tell the location of the noun of the sentence. In this case, boy is the noun, and under helps us tell the location in which the boy is compared to the bed. The next example we have is the cat is blank the dog. And again, if I'm moving too fast and you need some time to figure out what preposition it is, just pause the video. Then when you're ready, you can move on and I'll show you the answer on the next slide. So the answer to this one is the cat is next to or besides the dog. This is another example of us using a preposition to help us tell the location of a noun in a sentence. So in this case, cat being the noun, and we use next to or besides to help us tell the location of the noun in relationship to the dog, the last word in the sentence. And the last example we have today is the boy was playing soccer blank 12 o'clock. So the answer to our final example is the boy was playing soccer at 12 o'clock. This is an example of us using a preposition to help us tell the time in which something was happening. So in this case, the boy is the noun, and at helps us tell the time in which the boy was playing soccer. So the boy was playing soccer at 12 o'clock. So now that we've covered prepositions, I invite you to get a little more practice with them. So if that is the case, here's a link to a preposition game. It's a fun little game that helps you practice using prepositions in relation to location of an object. However, if you're still struggling with the concept of prepositions, feel free to click the link to this YouTube video. It's a Schoolhouse Rock video that introduces prepositions in a very simple yet fun way. So here are some sources I used for today's video. Obviously the Schoolhouse Rock video and then the preposition game. And then in order to find definitions and form some examples, I used Khan Academy, Merriam-Webster, and Purdue Writing Lab. Anyways, thank you for viewing my presentation, and I hope you all learned a little bit more about prepositions.